Have you ever had an inner knowing, this deep inner knowing that something in your life is about to end or needs to end, but you keep holding on? It could be a job, it could be a relationship, it could even be a place that you've outgrown. And making the decision to end or to close a chapter in your life takes a kind of courage that not many people talk about. One of my personal experiences was going back a few years ago. I was in a long-term relationship, an 11-year relationship. And as I grew in myself, in my personal development, in my spiritual development, I realized that this relationship was no longer serving and no longer supporting the growth that I'm in. And during this time, it was quite a long period of decision making. I was soul searching for probably 1 or 2 years before I came to the decision that it was time to end the relationship. And I went through a lot of feelings of guilt, of grief, of sadness, of anger, while I was going through that process. But there was a deep inner knowing that it was the right decision to leave. And why it matters is because in life we go through a journey and we have different things that come into our path that open us up, that create new experiences, that allow us to learn and grow. And over time, those experiences may then come to a natural ending or closing. And it's time to close that door to make space within ourselves, to make space for the new. And sometimes staying too long in a situation or in a circumstance can really stagnate or stall our growth. The cost of not ending something could be our energy. It could be an erosion of our energy. It could be our self-confidence, trusting ourselves, and also closing off to future opportunities or potential simply because we're holding on to a particular situation. So, for example, Mm, you're in a job that you know really well, and you've done it for many years. You're the go-to person, but deep down, you know there's something that's really calling you. Perhaps you're an accountant by trade, but really there's an inner artist in you. You paint during the weekends. You take every opportunity to create, and you really want to make that move. But because you're in that particular job as an accountant, all your energy and time is being spent in that space. So there's very little time and energy available then to create and to really allow that part of you to blossom. So courage is not something that is always loud or it's flamboyant. Sometimes it's a quiet and steady voice that's within you. And it's about choosing the discomfort in the short term. So, what I mean by that is having courage or tapping into your courage to act on something generally, normally gets you into an uncomfortable state or state of discomfort for a short term. Because you're doing something quite different, it could be different from your own patterns, could be different from what you've been taught, what you've been conditioned to. But the long term, the medium to long term of it is there's then the gradual alignment with what you really want in life, with what your inner calling is. So our minds, our brains, our egos, our consciousness is really, really good at talking ourselves out of it. So can you imagine, for example, you want to try a new hobby and it starts on a Thursday night. Come Thursday, your mind might be coming up with all sorts of reasons for you not to try because it's something new. It's an unknown. You're trying something new in a new environment. You may not know anyone. The mind might say, "Oh, you're not feeling well. You really should rest tonight. Oh, you got too much work to do. Oh, it's too cold tonight. You'll catch a cold." All sorts of wonderful things our brain loves to tell us to stop to try something new. Those stories and creating doubts. And also, vulnerability is a big part of it. Being vulnerable in life is part of embodying your courage to make those decisions to whether end a chapter, leave something. And vulnerability allows you to tap into that brave inner soul within you to listen what is real inside of you. So, what I would love to invite you to is a gentle practice, a practice that is perhaps think of something that in your life that is nudging you towards an ending. You may find journaling to be a really good support for that. So some questions that you might like to ask are, what am I afraid of letting go if I allow it to happen? What might be possible if I make this change or close this chapter or leave this job or leave this relationship? There are different ways that you can try to explore these in your inquiry around closing or ending a particular part of your life. For some, it could be movement and dance, putting on a piece of music, and even imagining that you are leaving a situation or even metaphorically closing a door. See how it feels in your body and allow that to come through in your expression. So, courage to close or to end, to change is a big part of life. And as we evolve and as you grow as a human, it's one of the critical things that you start to learn and develop that muscle of closing a chapter. It may be uncomfortable at first, and most likely it will be uncomfortable. However, if you can really feel that inner calling of trying something new, then that's your sign to look at the situation in a different light. What if I close? What if I leave this job? It might mean it'll open the space for new opportunities. I can start telling people that I've left a job. They start thinking of opportunities that or people that they may know of. So here's my invitation. If you're standing at the edge of an ending, know that you're not alone. And it's okay to take that one courageous step at a time. And if you would love more support or love to learn more about this work, I invite you to subscribe to my channel and perhaps reflect in the comments below what your experience has been. You can find out more about how to work with me on building your courage to live the life that you want on my website below. Thank you.